Who do you think has better chance of being on a new team, if regardless if it's trade or through sign? I have a couple players up here. I'm gonna list them to you. First two, LeBron or Kevin Durant.
So it's either or?
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
Kevin Durant.
LeBron is still so good that, like, you could just be okay with giving LeBron whatever he wants if free agency again. Like, the way he I mean, obviously the team is not winning. They're going against OKC. But he still looked like one of the two best players, maybe the best player on the court, because Shea had a gazillion turnovers in that game. Mm-hmm. So I would go Kevin Durant. I mean, the Athletic put together that whole article right after they got eliminated about the get off my Dickerson, like, account and everything.
Never got resolved and stuff.
Never got resolved.
Yeah.
They kind of swept it under the rug, and they just tried to become professionals. But you saw how bad they looked right after that happened. So I think it's probably KD for the 1,000th year in a row.
Yeah, I think KD. I think LeBron seems like he's pretty comfortable in LA. Even though I would love to see him leave, I just feel like LA is probably the best destination for him. And then when you talk about him being able to do exactly what he wants to do, playing with Luka and Austin Reeves gives him that ability to do exactly what he wants to do.
Where would you want to see him go, though, if he was like, I'm out of here?
Retire in Cleveland.
GSW.
No. At that point, I just feel like there's too many big names together. I don't know. It just, I get the idea of wanting to see him and Steph together. We saw with the Olympics. To me, that was my good enough sample size. I saw them with the Olympics. I was happy. I'm good now.
GSW. Give me some theatrics in this league.
I just like the Lakers. It just fit now. It's been, 8 years, 9 years since it happened. It just feels normal. Anything else will feel weird again. I'm not explaining it.
Really? Even if he was in Cleveland?
Nah, I mean, that would be the one spot where it feels normal, but I don't know.
It would still feel a little weird.
To go back to Cleveland?
Yeah.
They got their own stuff they got to worry about before they start thinking about Bron.
They do.
I would roll with Kevin Durant on that one, too.
I hope LeBron don't try to retire in Cleveland, by the way.
Next set of names, Giannis or Kawhi Leonard?
I kind of feel like both of them. But if I had to lean towards who's most likely, is Giannis.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Giannis over Kawhi. I think we mentioned it before. Kawhi just feels like the guy that's kind of cool with what's going on around him. He wants to be in Los Angeles. He's in Los Angeles. I mean, this Sunday will determine a lot, I think, for the team's future, whether or not they get that Pacer pick or it turns into, next year's pick or whatever. But the Clippers they're far away from a championship, but they're not far away enough where Kawhi feel like he's on a 20-win team all of a sudden. Like, I feel like they'll be competitive next season to be a play-in team or a postseason team regardless. Mm-hmm. So that might just be enough for Kawhi to be like, I'm here, I'm chilling. And then Giannis, we know how that's been. So I'm just going to go Giannis.
Yeah, it kind of seems like that Giannis thing kind of slowly burned the bridge as the season went on. It seemed like every other week something was happening and just slowly just chucked away at that bridge and chucked away. And then eventually it just seems like it was inevitable that he's probably going to be on another team.
I wonder, for the Clippers, if Kawhi's not part of your long-term future, if you don't end up re-signing him, because he's only going to have a year left till 2027, do you dangle him out there because you just don't want to lose him?
Sure.
Doesn't he have a no-trade clause?
No, I don't believe so.
No, he doesn't?
No.
I thought that's what he signed.
I just feel like it's random people, no trade clause, not people that deserve it. It's like Cody Zeller. He making $4 million a year, but Mo Wagner, no trade clause. But I get what you're saying, Mike. I mean, I guess we still don't know the resolution to this whole investigation they're supposed to be going through. So maybe that impacts what happens with Kawhi Leonard next. But Steve Ballmer did so much to keep this man around that it would feel different to pivot. They kept telling us 2027, and it still lines up to be 2027 with or without Kawhi Leonard. So I think they probably okay just building a new arena, which they did last season. I don't think they want to go to like, here's a 25-win team all of a sudden. And they don't have their own picks, which I think go a long way.
Next, we got Jamal Murray or Derek White.
Wow. I listened to Brad Stevens' post thing. The only thing I came away from that was Vucevic was good for our locker room, but he's not coming back. I think they feel okay with Derek White. And I truly do believe there's a chance that Jamal Murray gets moved. I think we kind of talked about the candidates. It ain't a ton of candidates that make sense today, but that's what the NBA is, right? It won't make sense until it actually is done. When Sham say everybody's available, I truly do believe that. So I would go Jamal Murray on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go Jamal Murray. I think the Celtics could probably look at this year from Derek White and say it was an anomaly. He just wasn't shooting the ball well all year. And that's just uncharacteristic of Derek White. He's usually near a 40% shooter.
And even then, his advanced stats still look like one of the best in the league somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like he still
He
can
was one
impact
of
the
the more
game
point
even when the
guards,
shot
too.
not falling.
Yeah, I think that part of that, the jump shooting being off, is like his role got maximized a lot this year. What we're recognizing is he's definitely more of a 3 to 4th most important offensive player than a 2nd most important offensive player. And with Tatum being completely healthy next season and Jaylen Brown hypothetically being back on the team, I think he'll fit right back to being a 38% three-point shooter and being the guy that we knew him to be.
I would agree.
But so I did a video where I kind of talked about the Jamal Murray stuff and wow, it kind of makes sense for him to be the odd man out. And people interpret it as like, yeah, man, he don't fit alongside the team. I think it really is. They continued over the previous regime to give players the most amount of money they were eligible for. Basically something we talked about with Amin Thompson. MPJ got $40 million annually. Christian Brown is about to start his contract. And Jamal Murray is such a great ball player. He might be All-NBA second team in a week when they announce it. But $50+ million is still a ton, especially when Jokic is making $59 million. We got $100 million attached to these two. 67% of our cap is 2 people.
Yeah.
That's tough to really build around.
And it's hard to let it go. So I understand Nuggets fans when he's been there for so long. And I think there is a little bit of a just like infatuation when he's been so good. He seems like the perfect fit for Jokic. And you just can't walk around and find that. But something has to kind of be done at this point, and you do have to kind of eventually start making changes. I would probably go with Jamal on this one too. Feel like they could do something similar to what they did with MPJ, where it's like you just kind of break it down, and you might not get a Jamal Murray back, but you have to make the financial part of it work.
Yeah, I think he's one of them players where his highs are so high. But when his lows, you be looking like, man, he making 50 this year. When he is 2 of 13 at an important game, you're like, man, that's a lot of money for a single guy. If he's not going, if his bottom is not still going to be really good. Because some players, their bottom is still amazing.
Well, yeah, I mean, his issue is that he also doesn't defend. So like, it's not like he's doing it on the other end and making up for it to where you could feel that impact still. So if the shot's not falling, then he kind of is like almost nothing.
Shout out to the Blue Arrow.
I didn't know if you wanted to keep going or wrap it up because I do have a few more names.
Keep going.
Next one we got is Emmanuel Quickley or Jalen Suggs.
Jalen Suggs has got to be gone. Compared to Emmanuel Quickley, you got think about the contracts. And I know Jalen Suggs' contract is a big contract and basically the same amount of money. But that Quickley money is still crazy to me. And he still got 3 years after this one.
And I think someone could convince themselves on Suggs more so than convincing themselves on Quickley.
I think that's the case too, Derek. Like if we could just get Suggs on the court, and for whatever reason he can shoot league average from 3, that's a really great player.
They're gonna look at them games played though too.
Yeah. But I think that teams would convince themselves more
sure.
about his ceiling versus Emmanuel Quickley.
Yeah.
I like where you're going with this. Give us one more.
We got Zion Williamson or Ja Morant. I just got an update saying Ja could have some increased trade value.
Oh, man.
It's definitely John Morant because I just think Joe Dumars is going to run that back. I mean, he said it all year. He feels like this team could go and compete for a playoff spot. And even though realistically none of us probably see that, he sees it. He's a little delusional, and I'm gonna just ride with him being a little delusional. And it seems like Memphis is ready to pivot away from Ja, Jaren. They have already done Desmond and Jaren, so it seems like Ja Morant is already the next out the door.
When you talk about how much, so on a scale of 1 through 10, his delusion is what to you, Derek?
A 10.
And in order to be a GM, I feel like you need or just a professional sports participant. What do you think is the right amount
balance?
of delusion? What's the perfect amount of
5.
delusion? 5?
That's in the middle, yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Because what you said is like true, like he could believe that, but that also can change in like the first week. That schedule don't look right, and they end up going like 0-4 first couple games. Like it's gonna look bad.
Y'all think 5 is good?
Yeah.
I think it's too safe. I don't think nobody that's not really risk taking.
Because I think you've been a little delusional, but you're also being realistic at the same time. And I think that's the perfect.
Go 70-30. It's not risky enough. You got to take risk. Him trading that Hawks pick is not 50-50. That's literally not 50-50 at all.
No, he's saying Dumars is a 10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said Joe
He's
Dumars.
saying in order to be a decent GM, probably you need to be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I would say 70-30. I think if you play it too safe, you'll watch everybody else make moves. You'll be like the Rockets, Raphael Stone, though, saying in the exit interviews how you maybe should have got Ayo, how you did need shooting, but 50-50. Hey, you made everybody happy. You made the playoffs. Thumbs up, baby. 50-50.
Hit subscribe for more news, highlights, and analysis from the NBA and NBC.